Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Tarot and Angel Messages with Reina. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe. And I'm sorry I've been gone for a while. I was sick and I am trying to make my comeback today on Friday the 19th, which is my birthday, and I'm very excited. I want to give back, and this is kind of like my way of saying thank you to the universe because I made it one more year. Now let's get started. This reading is for everyone from the sign of Sagittarius and is for today, for Friday the 19th through the 28th. However, there's no timestamp on it. Whenever you were guided to watch this video is when you were meant to receive the messages. So my layout hasn't changed much. I always like to start my readings by my cards are being intention and ready to go, but I am going to give them a little bit of vibration with my singing bowl. So we are going to start with the first three main cards that are going to focus on your current energy. I'm going to do a quick shuffle, and it's going to be your main energy and kind of like what the universe has for you, but it's going to represent your current energy for this week. So, and we are going to follow by two additional cards, and these cards are going to represent your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, these are things that you might not even be aware of, and these are things that are important because you could, by bringing them to the surface, you could acknowledge them and process them, and in some case, heal them. So this is going to represent your conscious mind, and this is going to represent your subconscious mind. And the two additional cards, and I want to stay straight today. Two additional cards are going to represent like the overall message, meaning what the universe wants you to know, or they could be beneficial for you to know, either to avoid or to embrace, as for you to get the best outcome for this week. So that being said, this is these are the messages, the two additional cards that I am pulling from a different deck, and they are going to represent things that you may benefit from or you could avoid. So let's move forward. And from my next deck, some of you that are familiar with my readings, this is a message from the spirits of love and light. This could be an ancestor, this could be a family member. It's someone from the spirit world that is still very much with us in spirit, and his intention is to guide us through the process and encourage us to move forward in life and through the journey. And that is the main goal for that message. And now from my angel deck, I am going to pull a message from the archangels, and let's see what that message is going to be. Now from my chakra deck, I am going to pull one card that is going to represent the chakra that you may need to kind of focus on this week, that may need a little bit more attention for this week, or might be the one that is playing a factor in your current energy. So, important disclaimer, this is a general reading. It may not resonate with a lot of you, and it's something, not all the information is going to resonate. And furthermore, being a general reading, it's going to take for us to discern it and apply it to our lives however we feel that it fits. I will give you different scenarios, and I will let you decide what it means to you, because it's essentially my goal is to kind of bring you a little bit of insight, but let you decide what it means to you. And let's see what the main opening card. I mean, for a lot of you, 77 may mean something. So 77, you could Google it. It's a master number. 7, it's already a highly spiritual number. Now you add an additional digit, 77. It will mean something. An additional message to the reading. Now, we're opening with the 7 of Swords. This doesn't necessarily mean your own energy, but it could be your own energy. But it's more like it's you're finding yourself in a current situation where you may not be trusting people, or you or it could be your own energy where you may be acting maybe a little deceitful. Maybe you're being deceiving, but nonetheless, this, based on the following card that follows, this tells me that this is the universe saying you're currently in an energy of someone, either someone around you or a situation. It's a situation that they want you to be aware of, because it may bring you problems. It's something that it's an energy that it's not in your favor. And for a lot of you, it could be that you just happen to find yourself in a situation where, I'm not gonna say that you're being paranoid, but you may be feeling that sense of uneasiness where you're not feeling like you trust even, it could be a person in your life or a situation in your life. Something in your life is not setting well with you right now, and that's the energy that is coming as your main energy, because it's very much in your front, it's very much in your main focus. So it could, like I said, it could be a person in your life that is not very trustful, that you shouldn't that you shouldn't trust, or it could be your own energy, but it's someone that is deceitful, that it's doesn't really show the true color. So, or an energy that it's not very transparent. So, but it follows but the Ten of Cups, which tells me that even though you are kind of on an energy or surrounded by an energy that it's less than harmonious, you do have within this week, you are going to be in a situation where you're going to experience happiness, and and this is very much related to your family environment, or something that is going to, because the cups are all about our heart and fulfilling our heart and feeling happy. So this is going to be, you're going to be satisfied. You're going to feel, like a completion, good fortune. In a lot of cases, it's going to mean, overall, this is a card that talks about harmony and gratitude, which we open with this harmony. So you are going to overcome that energy and become into harmony. You're going to be aligned with your true nature. That's basically what the Ten of Cups means. It's being in alignment, being like in celebration, being happy. And that's an energy that you are going to, it's almost like you're going to be going through some waves of energy this week, because you also got the ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands suggests, still going back to the Seven of Swords, it suggests that you will need to set some boundaries and persevere. This is the card that says this might not be the easiest path, but you are guaranteed to get there, and you in an advantage position. So, and it's also a card that says stand your ground. It challenge your opponent, challenge whoever's standing in your way. I mean, this is a situation where it starts with someone maybe being deceiving. This is maybe you setting boundaries, maybe setting boundaries with someone that is not being completely truthful to you. But through all that, you are going to have time for celebration. You are going to, maybe there's an event coming in your life. There is going to be room for celebration. But all that being said, you're getting back into the rhythm of hard work and persevering and setting boundaries. And the good news, I mean, the good thing about the Seven of Wands is the card that suggests that you have everything that is required. You have the physical, you have the spiritual, you have everything that is required, and that puts you in an advantage position. So you are going to be okay. So so this is the current energy that you are going to be dealing with this week. In your conscious mind, excuse me, I should say, because this represents your conscious mind, it suggests that you are hoping for a loving union, and if it is related to love for a lot of you, if it's someone that is being deceiving in the love sector, and you're gonna have to set some boundaries. But what you are calling and manifesting is again, if this is in the romantic sector, because this card is not limited because it's a general reading. If it is in an environment of business in your business sector or your career sector, um, this is a card that suggests that you are calling in the energy of, you know, balance and harmony and giving and, giving and receiving an equal giving and receiving kind of relationship where it equals really harmony. And essentially it's center, it's a very heart center energy that you're hoping for this week. That's what you're calling on, that's what you're manifesting, and it very much goes in alignment with the ten of cups. Sure, you are going to need to set some boundaries, acknowledge a situation in your life that it may not be transparent, whether it's your own energy or an energy of somebody around you, or a situation that needs kind of to do a little check on it and set some boundaries and stand your ground with it. But with all that, your end goal, and you got your eyes on the ball. You really know what you want, and that just got clarified by the King of Swords, because the King of Swords, this very much could represent your own energy, even though this is not the King of Swords is not of a fire element, and this you're a fire element. This could very much be your own energy or someone around you, but this is on the spiritual aspect. This is at the subconscious level. This is an energy that is going to be it's going to play a big role. Let's put it in your life for this week. It could be that you need to embody the energy of the King of Swords, which is the energy of someone that is very intelligent. It's someone that goes into his mind a lot. Someone that really is very analytical. Someone that really thinks things through before making a step. Or in some cases, it could mean that you are in a situation where, at the subconscious level, that they're going to be sending someone that is going to help you throughout this situation in your week. Someone that could be in a position of power, or maybe you're in a position of power, but nonetheless is an energy that is going to play a big role. And this is at the subconscious level, whether it's been sent to you by the universe or whether it's your own energy. But it's an energy that needs to awaken. It's an energy that is going to come forward to assist you through this journey, to kind of, discern certain things in your life, and be able to set some boundaries and move forward. Because if you don't do that, what the universe is basically saying, if you don't set those boundaries, if you don't follow this, because what you want, you're clear on what you want, and you have the intellect, you're gonna get the help that you need, whether it's internally, you're gonna research, it's gonna come from within, it's gonna awaken from within, or someone it's gonna appear in your life, or someone in your life is going to manifest forward. But if you don't set those boundaries, if you don't acknowledge these things, you are going to be suffering a little bit of loss and grief, and maybe feeling a little bit of regret and despair, and in some cases feeling, having an emotional breakup or feeling dissatisfied. Like I said, for a lot of you, this could be in the romance sector. For a lot of you, it will be in any other sector of your life. But nonetheless, what the universe is trying to warn you is of, you don't set boundaries, you could end up in a situation where you are going to be feeling very disappointed. But with the universe, the thing about the Five of Cups, within all the grief and pain, something is always retrievable, and that's something to always be mindful of. And also, the reason I laugh, this is really not funny, but the reason why I laugh is that you get the Seven of Wands again. Exactly what I've been saying all along. In order to avoid this Five of Cups energy, you need to set boundaries. And this is going to be for you to decide in which area of your life you need to set those boundaries, because the boundaries need to be set, and you need to stay firm and stand your ground. You don't back down. When you make a decision, you move forward and you challenge your teacher or your opponent or the speaker, so to speak, the person that is this Seven of Swords energy. You are going to challenge that, because through that is that you are going to be able to obtain the Two of Cups energy, which is that what you really want, what you really deserve, which is the harmony and the giving and receiving, and this Ten of Cups, which it's definitely in your energy field, is something that, see, and it gets validated here. If you don't set boundaries, you're going to end up here with the energy of the Five of Cups. And this is really not planned. This is a completely different deck than the deck that is blue over here. So this is really clarifying that through setting boundaries, you are going to be able to obtain what you are hoping and what you want to manifest, because the universe wants to give you all this. It wants to give you the happiness. The happiness is right there. And all this, and the beauty about this whole reading, these are all minor arcanas, which mean they're all changeable. You could change them. You have a window, you could see them, you could avoid them, you could acknowledge them, and you could say, you know what? I'm going to use my intellect. I'm going to use my mind. I'm going to use that energy of the King of Swords. I'm going to be intelligent. I'm going to weigh things out, and I am going to see which is the best road to travel to avoid these situations. Because if you don't, you will be disappointed. You will feel, the loss, and the universe wants you to have this cups of love that will essentially make your heart happy, bring joy to your life, I should say. And this is peace is a very important thing for all of us. And Archangel Chamuel says peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Exactly, and that goes very much in alignment with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Only love is real. These are events and situations that unfortunately are needed in order for you to get to love. And when there is disappointments and letdowns and people deceiving us, forgiveness is easier said than done. But with your spirits of love and light, want you to know, and a lot of times when we talk about forgiveness, a lot of times we think about forgiving somebody else. The hardest part is not forgiving somebody else, it's forgiving ourselves. Because I could forgive somebody else a lot easier than I could forgive myself. Forgiving myself is a harder task. So what your spirits of love and light are saying to you, and it goes very much in alignment with the opening energy and all the energy around it, is basically saying holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most dangerous of human emotions. The act of forgiveness, it is in its own right equally incredibly powerful as it has the capacity to heal and transform, as it has the capacity to heal and transform. Exactly. You are going to, whichever situation happens to you with the main energy, you're going to need to go inwards and find it in your heart to acknowledge it and forgive yourself, most importantly, and forgive the situation. Forgive and move forward. Because what's in the horizon for you is so much greater than this little obstacle standing in your way. And you're way stronger. You are actually within your element here with the Seven of Wands. You are, you're fire element, and that's what Wands represent. And you have the advantage position. You got this. That's basically the overall message. You got this. It's going to take some forgiveness, and some setting boundaries and being strong, but you have all of those components, and you are tapped into your heart center and you're tapped into your intellect. So you got this. And physically you're strong as well, meaning you're going to be able to navigate and overcome these obstacles. One of the things that could be very beneficial, and I'm getting intuitively that beneficial for you, is to be rooted, to be grounded. Grounded means when you stand in your ground, and being grounded is going to go hand in hand here. A root chakra is at the base of your spine and influences our body, our vitality, survival, and safety, and feeling secure. And when it's not in balance, you could feel, in some cases, you could feel inflexible. You could feel anger, and you could feel maybe desire and greed and jealousy and dysfunction, basically. One of the things, mantras or affirmations, it could be very good affirmations, I should say, be good for you this week is I'm supported at all times. I am beloved child of the source creator, and I am invited to embrace life. I'm always safe and secure. Being carried, followed, and surrounded by loving beings. I claim abundance and I'm open to give and receive. I am grounded to Mother Earth and I can support myself. Exactly. The Two of Cups talks about giving and receiving, and this is an affirmation that needs to be reinforced that you are open to that. There are different stones that I believe in the energy and everything. Really, everything has energy, and stones carry a very high frequency. And what they do, they help us in our journey. To align our energy fields. They carry a particular vibration depending on the stone, and I will give you different options. If you're not into jewelry, you could have something as simple as they call this pocket stones. This is a heart shape, but it could be in any shape that you want. Really, they sell them in different shapes, or it could be something like a stone, like a bracelet, like this. You could wear that bracelet for that week, and you will be amazed the energy that these two items will have and how they could help you stay grounded. There's so many ways of grounding ourselves. When you get the Five of Cups, grounding is very important too. It will help you carry you through it. You could, take it, walk outdoors, be out in nature. That will ground you. There's so many different ways. But going back to the stones, there are stones like hematite. This angel right here is hematite. You could have, black onyx, smoky quartz is a gray one, garnet is another one, um, bloodstone is another one, jasper is another one, which is this one. It's a very grounding stone, and that will help the root chakra. Another thing that I work with is aromatherapy. I believe through my own experience that aromatherapy, what it has done for me, and it's actually not very expensive. I will present you with a few selections. Basically, essential oils like cedarwood or patchouli is one of them. Sandalwood is another one. So basically, for the root chakra, you could, pick one of, like I said, but I mentioned patchouli being one of them. This is one of them. You could put a few drops in a diffuser. You could, before you go to bed, if you're not into meditating, you could put a few drops in a diffuser before you go to bed and allow yourself to inhale that aroma. You'll be amazed with the vibration, what the smell, the aromatherapy, what that would do for your well-being, for clearing you and helping you get that sense of safety and well-being that you would need to be able to stand your ground this week. So that, and like I said, you don't need to have all the essential oils. You could have one, whichever resonates with you. Cedarwood is one of them, patchouli is one of them, sandalwood is another one. So you have an option to select whichever one resonates with you the best. Now, with love and light, may you be safe, and I am sending you the best wishes. I'm sending you love, and I'm hoping that this week is divinely guided for you so that you make the best choices for your life, and may you be blessed.